Everyone's available. We're super excited to, have our second series this year, second WCHA opener series at Amsoil Arena. So if people are here in town, please come out and watch and cheer us on, because it's going to be a great paced back and forth hockey game. We're excited.
Thoughts on the Gophers and the challenges they're going to present?
They're a fast team. They're a great team. I think they're ranked right now, third in the country, and we're fourth in the country. So we know it's going to be a battle, and it's going to be back and forth. And this whole week we've been just focusing on playing fast and the importance of playing fast.
Just, you and I talked yesterday, but sort of always goes back here. What does Bulldogs versus Gophers mean on the women's hockey side for you guys?
Yeah, I think their program and our program both have a lot of players from Minnesota, and I think you kind of grow up either wanting to be a Bulldog or a Gopher, and so anytime those two teams, sister schools, get together and play against each other, it's a rivalry, and the energy's great. They have their fans, we have our fans, and it's a back and forth hockey game, so it's really entertaining. And like I said, I hope people get out to watch and see the caliber of hockey that we can showcase this weekend.
I know you guys focus on yourselves and your preparation, but
Yep.
when you prepare to play Minnesota, how is it different from preparing to play Wisconsin or Ohio State?
I think it's really similar because both teams are super fast, so that's a big part of our game. Our habits have to be there in order to buy time and space. We've got to make sure that we're shoulder checking before we go back for pucks, and we're playing together as a unit of five. Like we can't have that spread out game. We got to be quick to support one another, and I think the more we can stay connected, the faster we're going to be able to play, and that's been our focus this weekend. Yeah.
Down the stretch as you face teams like the
Gophers. 100%. No matter who we're playing with, it's that importance of one having the confidence to control the puck. We can't give the puck away. We've got to make sure that we know what we're going to do with it before we get it. Always be that one step ahead of the play, and play heads up hockey. And when we play like that, I'm on the bench going, wow, this is awesome hockey, and I just sit back and smile. So. But I know we can play that kind of hockey, and so this week in practice I've been seeing it, and so I'm getting excited, and it's going to be great to be able to showcase that.
And then this season so far, more than half your guys' goals scored have come in the third period. You guys only
Yeah.
2 goals in the first period. Are you comfortable in that first period?
You know what?
0-0 scoreless game, or do you want to get that first?
I think you always want to be the first team to score for sure, but at the same time I'm so proud of our girls of our student athletes, because they continue to stick with the plan, and have confidence in the plan. And sometimes it's just a matter of wearing down teams and keep putting pucks to net, and then all of a sudden the goals start going in. So for me, this past 2 weekends on both games, I thought that was the exact case where the goals sometimes they don't come easy right away, and then all of a sudden the gates opened up for us. So that was really nice to see us continuing to stick with it, being resilient, continuing to play with confidence, and then we were able to obviously pull away with both games.
Shoot, what's the bigger advantage? Jumping on a team in the first period, maybe getting that 1-0 lead as a first intermission, or making sure your opponent scores?
You know what, I think for us it's just playing the right way all the time, and as long as we're doing that, that's what's important to me. Playing that heads up, poised hockey that I know we can play, and playing that connected game, because the goals are going to come, and it's always about the process.
Given the circumstances surrounding their last series, are you kind of expecting a physical game, or is it just kind of how it's
I think anytime you play, any WCHA game, it's always a physical game, no matter what, and for us, our focus is going to be, again, making sure we're playing the right way, moving our feet, so that we can always create advantages through our positioning, and then that way we can stay, out of the box and continue to play 5-on-5 hockey, and if anything, hopefully get the advantage on the power play, and because sometimes, that can be the difference in terms of being able to, you might be even 5-on-5, and sometimes if you can put a goal away on the power play and keep it out on the other side of things, you end up with the win.
You're getting obviously a lot of contribution from your top scorers, Taylor, but how nice is it to have the rest of the team start pitching in?
Yeah.
For these tougher and tougher games.
Well, I think you've already seen that. Our third line came up with a huge goal to put us on the scoreboard in that second game on Saturday, Grace Sedura's goal. I mean, I remember watching from the bench going, was that in? Because it was such a hard shot. It was like in and out of the back of the net. And I'm like, did that hit a post or did that go in? Wow, that was electric. So, and that really got us going. So I do think that, you're seeing goals from our first line, our second line, and our third line. And that's what we want. We want production coming from everyone.
What have you observed in terms of progress in special teams this season?
Yeah, I think, first of all, we have a lot of new players, and I think our team's still learning our systems. But every single game that we play, I feel like our system play is getting better and better, whether it's special teams or 5-on-5. And like just today in practice, we were working on some specialty team stuff, and what an improvement from today compared to even Monday, So they constantly are impressing me like that. They're such students of the game, and they take a ton of pride in always wanting to be better. And so as a coach, when you see that happening in front of your eyes, that's a really good sign.
Cool. Thank
Great.
you.
Good luck.
Starting their Bulldog career playing your former team, what are both of your thoughts on playing the Gophers, your former team this week?
Well, I feel like we're both fired up and excited about it. Like, it's a huge opportunity for us to show, how we can play as a team. So I feel like we're both just really excited to showcase how we can play.
Yeah, excited to see, our old teammates, but also excited for the opportunity to play against them and also to play Bulldog hockey and to show them kind of what, we're doing over here in the North.
Just a scouting report on your former team. What do we need to do?
They're a fast team, they're physical, they're just like we are, but we're going to come prepared to, we're focused on ourselves, we're focused on Bulldogs, and we're going to come ready to play that hockey, that style.
Krista, you started in Vermont. I'm curious if you could kind of compare the physicality of playing in Hockey East compared to what you've experienced the last season plus now in the WCHA.
Yeah, I feel like the biggest difference comes in speed, like the speed of the game more than the physicality. I feel like Hockey East has really physical teams, like that's probably something that they more lean towards, but here it's more about speed, but obviously physical games all around. So yeah, I guess the short answer is more speed here, but still physical, and maybe just more physical and less speed in Hockey East.
What's the value of having come here, maybe not as a package deal necessarily, but ending up at the same place and having that familiarity with each other, at least when you walk into a new team?
I think it's a huge advantage. I know coming from a place and then coming to a new place, it's hard to, make new friends and, know what kind of people you're going to come into. And so, having a familiar face, that you got one buddy and you guys can do this together. And this place has been more than welcoming to both of us, and we feel like part of a family here. So.
How aggressive is Ev compared to other goalies that you've played with in your careers?
She's outstanding. Ev's outstanding. She's on another level.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Like, she's really tough to beat. Like, there's no other like her, so yeah.
Her puck playing style, is that different than other goalies that you've been around in your careers?
I would say that I faced goalies that are so aggressive that they take themselves out of position, and where you guys are saying that Evi's aggressive, she's aggressive, but she's smart with it. Like, she's able to be in front of the puck even though she's coming at you. So yeah, I feel like she has that balance of doing both, staying in front of the puck but still being aggressive and taking the threat away.
What's the communication like on the ice? Because she is, as much as she likes to get up and play the puck, you guys have to know where she's going to go with at all times.
I mean, I feel like that comes pretty natural to us, honestly. Like, obviously, communication is a big part of it. We have our certain calls that we like to make with her, but I feel like we know each other well enough to kind of be able to determine what she's going to do and what we're going to do. So we kind of read off of each other.
She's like a third defenseman.
Krista, have you ever played against Ev internationally in your career?
That's a great question that I can't answer from the top of my head.
You guys did, both of you played against her last year. I'm wondering what stood out to you about Ev as an opponent last year as she was a sophomore here and such, and maybe what are you seeing now this year from her?
She carries herself with a different level. She knows she's good, but she's not cocky, and so I think that's very respectful, and I think a lot of teams respect her for that. And so she's always been, on scout film, she's always been, something that everyone else is envying. So.
And I asked Coach this question, I'll ask you guys as well. That third period against the Mavericks, you guys are down at goal, 7 to 8 minutes left in the game. She asked you guys to have points. How important is that lesson to stick with it and then obviously get the end result?
Well, I know that she believes in us, and so her belief in us allows us to go out there and play poise hockey and play, to our next level. And she's not stressing on the bench, so none of us are stressing on the bench, and we allow ourselves to go out there and we got it in our hands. Like, it's okay, just keep playing by the playbook, and we did that, and it, showed and gave us great success. And so we're just going to continue to play like that down the road.
What was the fire alarm delay like for you guys?
We were all wondering if we were going to have to get our skate guards on and get outside.
Yeah, we didn't really know what's going on, but we just trusted the process and waited it out, so yeah.
You said you got to go through some more video. What did you guys do to pass the time?
We cracked some jokes, ate a few snacks, and then as it got closer to the game, or as it got closer to shoot coming in, we just reeled it in and realized, we're going to go out there and play our hardest. Whatever the outcome is, but we're in this together. Let's go. No matter what fire alarm or other exterior things happen to us. So.
What was Kramer's reaction when she came back in the locker room? She was doing an interview during the fire alarm. Kelly's got the clip saved on her phone.
I don't remember. Do you remember?
No, I don't remember either, but probably just cracked the joke like, oh, we're so hot that the fire alarm is going off, so
Probably.
Something along the lines of that.
What sticks out about your experience playing with Bulldogs on the other side? What about that series that sticks out to you for the rivalry?
I'm just excited to play them playing our style hockey because I believe in our team so much, and I'm just so excited to see our talent go out there and see what it brings, what outcome comes. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I feel like we have a family atmosphere here, so we're just really connected with each other, and kind of what we were talking about, like with poise and stuff like that. I feel like that trust that we have between each other allows us to play confident, and that's what makes hockey fun. So I'm just super excited to be able to play having fun.
What brought both of you to UMD out of the portal? What sold you to about this program?
Well, when I met with Shu face to face, and she told me about this program and the girls here, and I saw the girls and how well they talked about this place, I knew that I'm going to fit in here. I'm from Moorhead. I'm from, up north. I want to play northern style hockey, and that's exactly how we play here. And so I knew I would fit in right away.
Yeah, I mean, for me, obviously the culture is a big thing, kind of like I spoke before about the family atmosphere, and also just the compete level that we have. The whole team strives to be at that like top level, being elite, which is huge. And then obviously like the coach's knowledge of hockey is just on another level compared to many others. So I feel like that's a pretty good package right there.
And also like the passion for hockey here. You know, everybody's on the same board, everyone wants to win, and everyone is a student of the game, not just us, our coaches are as well.
Cool. You guys.
Thanks.
Thank you.